Hey guys, I'm back. Welcome back to my channel. So, today guys, we're going to be getting into how to recognize if you're in a honey trap. Now, what a honey trap is it will already be set up. It'll be two women. Usually the women are very attractive. But sometimes you do have unattractive women, but most of them they got nice bodies. Like, it's gonna be something about that girl that's gonna draw you to her. But in most of these cases, yes, the women are they're attractive. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because I'm gonna be talking about a case that happened in Las Vegas at a hotel. So first, we're gonna listen to the news outlet and what they said about it.
I've always wanted to look like I was in a room at a Las Vegas Strip resort.
Tonight, the two women accused of killing him facing the judge now for the first time. 8 News Now reporter Victoria Saha joining us live from Caesars, where this happened, with who the victim is, and the women behind bars.
Yeah, Bryan and Denise, still so many questions today as to what led up to the shooting, but what we do know is that the man who was killed had invited the two women up to his room right before being shot. 20-year-old Erika Covington and Arionna Taylor both making their first appearance in court Wednesday, both with a somber look, much different from the mug shots that were taken of them just hours after their arrest. Police say 25-year-old Bryan Altamirano-Solano was found shot in a hotel room by housekeeping about 11:30 Monday morning. Police tell us so far their investigation is leading them to believe Altamirano-Solano went to his hotel room with Covington and Taylor. The two women later left his room with some of his personal belongings. They were arrested by the Criminal Apprehension Team and booked into the Clark County Detention Center early Wednesday. The two women do remain in jail tonight without bail, and they will be back in court on Monday. Both of their family members were actually present in the courtroom, but they declined an interview. Reporting live near Caesars tonight, Victoria Saha, 8 News Now.
Victoria, thank you. Covington and Taylor facing several...
meeting their victim just minutes before they allegedly shot and killed him in a guest room. Now, evidence the 8 News Now investigators obtained show how police pieced this case together. Video the 8 News Now investigators obtained shows 25-year-old Bryan Altamirano-Solano walking hand-in-hand with Erika Covington and Arionna Taylor, both 20 minutes before the women are accused of killing him. It's 2:35 a.m. on Monday, May 15th. Police say a camera inside a Caesars Palace hallway captures the trio walking to Altamirano-Solano's room. Prosecutors noting the bag slung over his chest. 14 minutes later, that same camera catches Covington and Taylor running away. Police say one of them has their victim's bag on her as she drops her phone. Detectives getting more surveillance video, this one from a different Strip property. They say one of the women is wearing the bag as she charges her phone. Prosecutors say Covington and Taylor are the duo in these Instagram videos shown to a grand jury, where they're wearing the same or similar outfits as the morning of the murder. More photos show the hotel room door, where police say just 15 minutes transpired before the women allegedly shot and killed Altamirano-Solano. Inside, officers say they found a cartridge casing matching Taylor's gun. Altamirano-Solano had stayed in the room with a different woman who told investigators he didn't speak English and was in the U.S. from Nicaragua seeking asylum. Other evidence in the case includes 2 explicit videos of the women and Altamirano-Solano inside the room, recorded at 2:44 and 2:45. Minutes later, the women are seen running down that hallway. It wouldn't be until 11 that morning, more than 8 hours later, a worker found Altamirano-Solano dead on the floor from a gunshot. Now, both women have pleaded not guilty, and they're due in court again Thursday.
So that was the commentary on that story. And this man, he didn't even speak English. The one woman that was in there said he didn't even speak English, but He was trying to have a good time. Maybe somebody told him like, hey, if you do go to the United States, make sure that you go to Las Vegas, man. You can have a good time with those girls. Oh, those girls are this, that, and the third. And y'all seen how happy he was when he was walking with them two girls. Y'all saw how happy he was right when he was walking to his hotel room with the two girls, because he was like, wow, I got two fine honeys. They young, yeah. I'm about to have me some fun with these girls, and I'm going to have me a good night's sleep. But that's not what happened. They were there to rob him and take what they could of his. Now, I'm going to tell y'all the signs. I told you guys the first sign is if you know in your whole life you have never had pretty women come up to you and talk to you, then when it happens, you should know that, hey, something ain't right. I ain't never had no beautiful women come up to me and want to hang out and chill with me. This is bogus. And you gonna want to say, no, I would decline. Yeah, I don't want to hang out. You sure you don't want? No, I don't want to hang out. Well, no, lady, if they keep pressuring you like, lady, leave me alone. I'm about to go get security. And then they'll go somewhere. But if they're pressuring to get up there in your room and pressuring you, and you steadily telling them no, you know that they're up to something. You know they're up to something. Because, look, you don't want to end up in a situation like these ladies were carrying handguns. They shot him. They knew what they wanted, and they didn't waste any time. He was a target. Soon as they seen him, they was like, hey, let's get him. And then when they seen that he ain't speak no English, they were probably like, jackpot, he don't speak no English, so he ain't gonna know what we saying, girl. You never take no woman that you don't know back to your room. Never. They should put up signs and stuff. You know how they put up signs for panhandling? Everybody don't help them. There's help for homeless people. They should do the same thing. Put up a sign like, don't get caught in a honey trap, and then explain what it is. So good. Because there's a lot of men that have been caught up. Now, women get caught up in honey traps too, but not as much as men. Not as much as men. But they do get caught up in them too. Now, if you do decide to bring somebody to your room, and you see they acting all funny and they looking around like they looking for something, you should end it right there. Or just run out the room. Don't never have anything on you like that. Make sure that you hide it somewhere so they can't see it. Or if you think you're in a honey trap, when you're walking to the room, and they start asking you crazy questions like, you got money, baby? Just be like, no, say, I'm broke. That going casino got me. I'm broke. Most of the time, they gonna leave. A lot of them, they're not going to waste time on a broke man. That's not what they're there for. They're there to work and get money. So, if you feel like you're in one, and you almost even just say, I'm broke, man. Start laughing and say, I'm broke. I lost all my money. I lost all my money. And they'd be like, okay, baby, see you later. They ain't gonna go nowhere with no broke man. Sometimes they will. Sometimes they'll go in there anyway, too. If they can get something. But 99% of the time, if you tell them you don't have no money, they're not gonna go with you. You gonna come to your girls, but he ain't got nothing. And if you do go, like somewhere like Las Vegas, and you know you don't want to be, you just don't want to be bothered with them type of women, just dress bummy. Yeah, dress like a bum. Dress bummy. A lot of them, they won't even come up to you if you look bummy, like you don't have any money and you just barely making it. They ain't gonna come up to you. They gonna like, oh girl, he look like girl, he ain't got no money. Girl, he ain't got no money. Oh girl, I ain't even gonna waste my time. He look like he ain't got no money. Yeah, but you got millions of dollars. That's how you do it. See, he didn't know. He was probably like, oh, it's America. America is supposed to be this great place. And nobody would do that to me, not in America. That happens in other people's country, like maybe his country. That ain't gonna happen in America. They got cameras all in here. They got cameras all in here. There's no way they gonna let anything happen to me. They got cameras. People's watching them cameras. No, they're not. A lot of times those cameras are just there. Nobody's like really watching the cameras, because if they are watching the cameras, they're not doing their job. Or sometimes if they are watching the cameras, they don't know who's here with who. Maybe they thought, this dude, he has two women. He has two girlfriends. That's normal. That's a normalcy thing now. That's normal for a man to have more than one woman. So looking at the camera, somebody could be like, oh, that's his two girlfriends. No, they never said what they got. Like, they never said how much they got off of him, or if they got anything. But she did have that his purse slumped across her. And that must not have been too much, because most people who get money like that, or they was able to get a good grab, they call it a good lick, or a good clip. They're gonna be buying clothes. You gonna know they got something. So I don't think they really got anything out of that dude. Just because people stay at a casino hotel does not mean they have money. Maybe they could have got a free room. Maybe they play there and they got lucky and they got a free room. But it don't mean they have money like that. Just say it. Sad situation. Especially his family. Especially his family. Just imagine his family getting that call. Now they saying that the girls pleaded not guilty. Okay, ladies, we're gonna see how that one works out. I guess they thinking because they ain't got proof that it was them, because all they have is them going up there with him and running out, but they can't actually see the murder actually happening to him. I think that's why they pleaded not guilty. But all they had to do is match the bullets up to the gun. You gotta be careful. Especially when you're meeting people. Whew, that was good. So guys, look, you never want to get caught up in one of these honey trap situations, because most of the time with these situations, you're not going to make it out alive. You're just not. 99% of the time, you're not going to make it out alive, because a lot of these people, they don't want to get caught. So they're going to make sure that they silence you. So, I mean, you can do... I mean, I ain't telling you what not to do. I'm just telling you, if you're going to do it, be careful. Know what you're doing. Have more than one person. You know, if it's 2 of them, it should be 5 of y'all. Because look what happened to this guy. Y'all seen how happy he was. He had no idea he was in a honey trap. No idea. Nobody cued him. Nobody educated him over there. What they say, it was from Nicaragua. Ain't nobody tell him to be careful. When you go over there, make sure that you're careful. Be careful. I'm sure maybe somebody might have told him to be careful, but he was probably just like, man, I got 2 women, and they pretty. I know their booking pictures don't look too appealing, but I'm talking about when they was going up to his room. They were very attractive girls. They were okay, you know. They was able to get him. They was able to get him. So they had something appealing that he liked. But that's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you. If you're not used, if you never had pretty women walk up to you and want to hang out with you, that should be a sign right there that, hey, this sounded like a honey trap. These women are trying to get me up in my room so they can rob me, possibly take my life, take me on up out of here. So you have to be careful. You have to be careful. You have to make grown man decisions. Sometimes you men think with your package downstairs, and you don't use this. You men have to use more of this. You have to, because any one of you could be in that situation. Any one of you could have been in this man's situation. You thinking it's all cool, all... And women can lie. Oh, I don't have no money. Some women will do this now. Now you be like, oh man, I don't have no money. And then some of them, if it's a slow night for them, they will still go. Sometimes they will still go. So even if you say you broke, they will still go to see what you got up there. So if you're walking with them and, you know, you're telling them that, hey, I'm broke, I ain't got no money, and they be like, oh no, we just want to hang out, and you looking at them and you know that they're those type of girls, and you tell them, oh, I'm broke, and they say, oh no, we just want to hang out, you know, we ain't about that, we just want to hang out. That's a honey trap. And you'll want to say, no, I'm good. Especially if you're looking at them, you can tell the women that have that look. You can just look at them and tell. If you haven't, why don't you just go Google it? Go Google what a working girl looks like. Go Google it. If you don't know what to look for. And then when you see, hey, she's that type of woman, but I'm telling this lady, I don't have no money, she still want to get up in my room? No. You tell her, no, sweetie, I'm all right. Oh, are you sure? 'Cause I was just trying. Nah, I'm good. She's trying to set you up. Say, I'm good. I'm all right. And then that's when the pushiness will start. Because if it's not really busy for them, and it's a slow night and they ain't really been getting no money like that, they gonna pressure you. And that's the second thing, pressuring. That's the second phase of this, for them to try to get up in your room. They start to pressure you. So then once they start trying to pressure you, and they won't let it go and pressure you, then you need to like get away from it. Like, look, get away from me, or I'm gonna call security if you don't get away from me now. And she'll leave you alone. But I'm telling you, look at them, look at what they're wearing, look at how they're acting, look at how they're looking at everybody. If they're looking at all the men and they're looking at everybody, and you can just tell. A lot of them are in dresses. They're in high heels. Some of them dress normal because they don't want people to be up. But you can just look at them and tell they're looking around. Especially if you've been in there for a minute and they still in there. And they still moving around and stuff. Yeah, that's probably one of them. Or they in the bar. But look, you can just tell by the way they're looking at people. You can just tell their interactions with people and stuff like that. You can just tell. And if you see that, just stay close away from them. But if they do approach you and you get that feeling of, and the first time you say, no, I'm good, and then they start the pressure, then you know it's one of them. They try and pressure you to get you up in that room so they can take advantage of you and get your cash. Because that's all they're there for. They have to make a living just like everybody else has to make a living. And that's why they put a lot of boundaries on it, because of women like this that was sitting there starting to rob people. Because before, they didn't really care about that. They didn't really care about that until the girls started robbing and started hurting people. Then that's when it started to get criminal. But yeah, I would say don't do it. I would say don't do it. Don't even do it. Don't even try to do it. Don't even try to do it, because those women right there are they're definitely a force to reckon with. They're not like your normal woman. They're there to get in and get out and get whatever they can get. And sometimes they get so mad that they just shoot your ass and not take anything. Just mad. They get mad and frustrated because you ain't have nothing. So, yeah, that's my thing on that whole situation. I send my condolences out to Bryan's family. And I'm very sorry that happened to your son or your brother. It's tragic, but like a lot of us will tell you before, we do have crime over here. I don't know if you're talking to people that's saying that America is the best place, it's great, they ain't got no crime, this, that, and the third. They're lying to you. Because we definitely have crime here. Our crime rate is definitely packing a punch. So if you do come over here, you better be careful and alert on what's going on around you. Now, guys, I'm about to get on up out of here because I am about to do some more stretching. And I need to go do some updates and see what's going on YouTube so I can bring you guys some more stories. But yeah, that's how not to get trapped in a honey trap. You know what I'm saying? Don't get caught up. Don't get trapped by the honey.